In this video, what I want to talk about are what I call all-in-one cleaners. Now, all-in-one cleaners are really ideal for car wrapping because what they avoid is having to clean the car twice. And still, for the most part, what installers generally have to do is they have to clean the car, get the dirt off, use a general cleaner, most of the time, let's say soap and water or vinegar, and then they come back with a degreaser, generally isopropyl alcohol. So again, that means you have to clean the car twice. But starting about, I'd say, 3 or 4 years ago, some companies started coming out with, again, cleaners that did both. Cleaned and degreased. So you have to keep in mind that soap and water cleans, but it doesn't degrease. Isopropyl alcohol doesn't clean, but it degreases, okay? So a couple of these companies, this one is a company based in the Netherlands called SOT. Another one, this is a worldwide company, Avery Dennison's come out with it, and there's another company called Spandex, they've come out with one. So there's generally 3 companies that have all-in-one cleaners on the market. So what these do, obviously, is cut your cleaning time in half, which is great. But a lot of installers say, well, you know what, soap and water and isopropyl alcohol are cheaper, I'm going to go with those. But for me, you got to think big picture. If, let's say, you're cleaning the car, if you do both, general clean and degrease, you're going to generally take around 15 minutes. But if you use these cleaners, these all-in-one cleaners, I think it cuts, obviously, your time in half. So for me, it totally makes sense. So what you got to think about these cleaners, though, is, you know, obviously, because they do such a good job, is they have warnings on the back. Okay, so this is obviously not soap and water, so you have to be careful when you use these. So just be smart anytime you're using cleaners that, you know, aren't super environmental or, you know, biodegradable, is you want to make sure that you use, okay, latex glove, so this doesn't absorb into my skin. But then I also want to be careful is that when I spray, it's going to do 2 things, okay? If you want to come up here, if I spray, what happens with these type of cleaners a lot is once I spray, actually half of it really just kind of goes around on the floor and stuff like that because of the mist comes out and the mist drops on the ground. So for me, never really spray these all-in-one cleaners because basically you're losing about 50% of the cleaners because they're dripping on the floor. So, and also, if you spray it, you're breathing it, which is what you don't want to do. So there's 2 ways to avoid this, is you can take your towel when you spray and make sure you have it over the area you want to clean, and that actually catches the mist. So most of the cleaner goes right onto the towel, onto the vehicle, really good stuff there. Or what I see some guys do is they spray the towel itself and then they wipe it down. But again, what I'm loving about this is I don't have to come back and degrease. I literally do everything in one shot. So really cool stuff there, okay? So again, just make sure you protect yourself, all-in-one cleaners, and again, think price point. Right now, we are in Wees, okay? This is a city in the Netherlands, and it's the home of Omnimark, again, where the Wrap Monkey lives and does his installs, and a lot of the guys right now are doing fleets, okay? Jan is over there wrapping a fleet. These guys are wrapping a multi-car job. So again, for them, the name of the game is time, especially when you get into fleets. But even if you're just doing color change, I think it's smart to buy these. Invest in all-in-one cleaners because, again, it cuts your cleaning time in half. One thing you should also think about with these, okay, a good tip with this is, these are nice spray bottles, okay? Generally, the sprayers hold up really well, nice and durable. And again, so instead of going to the hardware store and buying new ones, or new spray bottles, let's say if you need soap and water if you're doing PPF, is once these are empty, repurpose them and use them for like soap and water or cleaning around the house. What these all-in-one cleaners also do, let's say for SOT, for example, is they sell a 5-gallon bulk drum that you can then refill your spray bottle. So again, instead of having to buy, let's say 12 spray bottles, you buy 1 and then buy the 5-gallon kit. So again, lots of good tips for those all-in-one cleaners. But again, for me, don't think price point on the initial. Anything with wrapping, let's say when you're buying material, it's always tempting to buy the cheap material, but if it takes longer to install, it's not cheaper. Same thing with all-in-one cleaners. They may be more expensive on the front end, but if they cut the cleaning time in half, especially if you're doing volume like this, they're definitely worth it. Thanks for watching. Justin Payton.